How's it going, Mea family? C.Mea here with another review. Today we're going to review the Lavertus Twin Blade, 183 pieces. The next set I have to review, because I have still a bunch to do. So, yeah, pretty neat set. Let's get this started. First up here is Lavertus, with some nice guns, I have to say. Some nice weapons. As you can see, it's a regular gun, but just, you know, with a bunch of random crap they just added for the design, I guess. Yeah, overall, Lavertus is a pretty nice figure. I love that Lavertus is, you know, has a better tan than the rest of the lions because, you know, he was in the Outlands and stuff. His design is pretty similar to the rest of the lion tribe, I guess. You know, except for the collar and the hair. He does have, I think, the same face as Laval, maybe, but just you know, with different colors. Yeah, I think that's about it for Lavertus. Pretty nice figure. I love the printings. Back and front, they're very nice, and I love the color scheme. Next up here is Scudder, a pretty amazing figure, if I do say so myself. I do like the way it is built. I do like the fact that, you know, it's built like a scorpion, has the 6 legs, the big tail, full of spikes and stuff, and the torso and head of the minifigure, and he almost fell. His design is very, very amazing, and it's just different. What's nice about CHIMA is sometimes they do things a little bit differently, and well, Scudder is a good example of that. As you can see, it is very cheap though, the torso, but not too much. If you don't play with it too much, it'll stay on it and it'll work pretty fine. Though, you know, sometimes it's hard to put it back. He does come with a hammer thing. With a spike here, just a regular weapon. You know, CHIMA has some very weird weapons that are just too fancy, not practical. That's one of those weapons, and same with the guns. I guess they'll just fall. Now for the actual set, the Twin Blade itself. First of all, it does seem very nice, from far and from close. You know, from up close here, you can see it has a pretty huge mechanism. That is pretty much the entirety of the set. There's a lion head here. It's kind of cheap. It doesn't have any eyes. Could be better. Here, if you look at the set from the side, it does look unfinished. The bottom here, and here, as well as here, and, well, practically everywhere. You know, it looks not so neat, it looks unfinished, although, if you look at it from a top, it's very beautiful. You know, it's attractive, and the colors work very well, you know, and it does look like a nice set. Of course, there's not much to the set, and it looks very plain. Plain, get it? Anyway, the biggest mechanism here, or function I should say, is this thing. It does look ugly, but once you activate it, yeah, it kind of compensates for itself. So basically what it does is it uses friction to roll the gear here. You know, if you put it that way, it won't work. But here, with gravity, if it's upwards, it'll work. And it'll just twist the gear, and since it's connected to both engine things at the same time, they'll both rotate. Which is pretty nice. If you do it at high speed, it can work very well. For stop motions, not the best set. This is a nice function, but, you know, it's just a playability function. It's not something you'll use in your stop motions unless, you know, the scene is like that. Maybe. But it's just not so practical. This set is pretty weird, but it's fun to play around with. The main function is pretty cool, and I think oh, forgot to mention, it uses some piece just fell, whatever. Uses some new pieces. Well, at least I've never seen those pieces before. Here, they're like connectors, but that rotate 360 degrees with themselves. Those two pieces here are connected with each other. It's pretty neat. What was I gonna say? Yeah, overall this set, pretty nice to play around with, but it's not super practical. Playability, I'll give this set a good 9.3 because the main function of the set does work very well. It's super good if you want to play with it, although it's not functional in stop motions and stuff. Design-wise, I give this set 6.5. Really, you look at it in the box, you know, on the box, it does look like a plane, but in real life, it looks like a flying dump. You know, it's not that great looking, but I mean, that's how it is. Whatever. Is it worth buying? Yes, it is worth buying. I think it's the only way to get Scudder, and I think it's the best way to get Lavertus here. For the set itself, worth it, 7.4. It's worth it, but only because of the function. If you don't plan on using the function, this set itself is pretty useless because it just looks lame and it functions lamely. But again, the function does cover for everything up. You know. First time I built it, I did play with the function like maybe for 20 minutes. It was very fun. So, yeah. That's it for this review, guys. I don't know, I've been kind of lame in this video, if I do say so myself, in comparison to other reviews. Maybe I was more energetic this time, I don't know, I guess I'm going through a down period. It's not that bad, not some kind of depression or anything, just, you know, ups and downs, I guess. So, yeah. That's it for this video, guys. Hit that like button down below for us. If you enjoyed the video and are a proud member of the CHIMA family, comment please. It's always appreciated. Subscribe to C.MeaX if you haven't already. Join the CHIMA family. It's quite awesome over here. I'll see you next time. And as always, John.